Hey lovelies, it's your Swan creator bringing to you a brand new video. If you're new to my channel, welcome. Thanks so much for giving my video a try. I hope you stick around and hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, and click the little bell so you'll always be notified when a new video comes. Hey! So, we are in the month of October, which is Halloween, Halloween. This is Halloween, Halloween Town month. And usually around this time I'll be doing Inktober or Witchtober, or basically I'll just be doing a 31-day drawing challenge. But the thing that hung me up was not just the whole controversial with Jake Parker, but it had so much prompts to choose from. How am I supposed to choose one or two or three? It was so much prompts to choose from. I couldn't choose, so I psyched myself out and I didn't end up doing it. So instead, I say we should go through my first year of ever doing Inktober. Let's get into it. Okay then, lovelies, I'm not sure which prompt list I used for this one. It might have been the official Inktober list, but I'm not sure. It was 2016 when I did this. So for some reason it's out of order, so I don't get that, but this one, I remember the first one was Shattered, so I really think it was the official Inktober prompt for 2016. I'll check it to see. So this one is Shattered. I was saying that she was going crazy and like the mirror or the glass in the back being shattered was supposed to represent that, but she looks too like Debbie Ryan facial expression in Radio Rebel. Yeah. And then day 3 was this girl in the book. Yeah, that's all. And then day 2 is girl in the book. Day 3 is this Swan girl. And can you guys see how I used to do my eyes? It's unsettling for some reason to me now. I still kind of do it like that, but not that extreme. So day 4 was this girl with tattoos, and I miss doing hair like this. It's very time consuming, but it looks so good. The results are so good. And this one is just a witch. I don't know, maybe it was magic was the prompt. I'm not sure. But I'm really liking this, especially the scarf. I don't understand what this at the end here means, but and this one, I remember this one was like my Facebook profile for how long. I was really proud of this. I'm still proud of this. I love the hair. It's so good. What song was that? Oh, I also like this one here. I think I was watching a rose quartz hairstyles that somebody did, and I tried it and it was really cool, and I was like, yeah. And then I stopped doing it. Kind of looks like coral in a way. Lovely tattoos. This one, I can't remember, maybe it was cat, but look at this ugly ass cat, guys. Look how ugly this cat is. It was just like you're feeling your Patronus, and that's when I did the Patronus test on Pottermore, and I got a cat, and I didn't like cats back then. I love them now, but back then I didn't like them. Day 10 was I don't know, but I really like how I used to do hair. Why don't I do hair like this? This was day 10. Yep. What day was this? Oh, day 7. Somehow I missed day 7. Okay, so I think I missed the prompt for day 7, and then I came and did it here for some reason. So this is day 7. To this day, I still love this hair. I've tried to recreate it so much time and I can't, so I don't know. Okay. So this one was like a disappointment for some reason. I don't know what I was trying to do. No waist, once the hips. But then I came back here the 11. I don't understand what happened with the mouth, but I like the hair. Oh, my niece lost this pen. This was my favorite fine liner pen, and my niece lost it. But watch how big her eyes are. I'm really happy with this hairstyle. I love this one. This is the 13. Really like how this came out. The 14. I used to be so experimental. Look at that hair. I forgot I used to do hair like that. And the 15. The 16. She looks like an alien with those big eyes. So if this is 16, this is 17 then. I didn't have time because I was at work when I was doing it. I used to call it Devil's School. I still call it Devil's School. The 18. Loving the hair. My gosh. I forgot this. I love this so much. You can see the attitude. Day 20. I tried it with like markers and I hated this. I hated it so much. I tried some magical stuff. Didn't work out exactly. But the hair still looks good. Day 21. Goth maybe. The 22, sad. Watch how big the face is compared to the body. Like big face. The 23. 20. Guys, sorry about the shaking, but guys, this hand is atrocious. Oh, my sleepy vampire. Look how cute she is. Again, I love the hair and the oversized sweater. So cute. And now, oh, I love this one too. #1 sleeper. I remember when I posted, somebody was like, they want one like that. I want one like this myself. Day 27. She's like getting ready to go out, you know, because it's pre-quarantine, pre-COVID. And surely stubble forming the arm. Day 28. I don't like what I did with the scarf, but the hair. So I just assume I like all the hair. The 29. The 30. She's under an umbrella if it's not clear, because I don't think it's clear. How long and skinny. It's just, I'm not good at drawing small. If I have a small area, I mostly just do like a bust. Trying to get a whole body, I only was able to get it once with this one, and I still don't know how. And the last one is like I'm kissing like mwah, kissing like goodbye Inktober. So I put the word Inktober in her hand, so it's like bye bye. And that was the end of Inktober. I think I already have a sketchbook tour of this somewhere on my channel if you want to check it out. And extra for this video, I'm going to recreate 3 of these drawings that, you know, I did. So let's get into it. Okay, lovelies, but first I must experiment with the tools. So first up, I have this Penta Brush Pen in sepia color. I also have this Copic marker, and I have this Penguin Artist ink. Never heard of it, but surprised to use it. We have this Higgins purple ink that I've had for years, doing nothing, it's just there. Also this porcelain palette that I got at Passage for $32.50. Guys, it was such a good deal. And some random brushes. Also, most importantly, we need some paper towels and water. So I've never really used ink in this way, the way I want to right now. So I first experiment with these tools, and this Penta Brush Pen, I've seen Jacqueline DeLeon use it, but I've never used it before. But it seems super interesting to try. So first I also take out that red ring and then squeeze the pen to squeeze the ink down to the tip, because at the beginning it's white, and the more you squeeze, the more the ink will go down to the tip, and then boom, right there. So my first impression of this pen is that the tip is too soft. I just couldn't get into it. I'm more of a firmer grip kind of girl, and this wasn't it was too soft. I didn't like it. The only way I really liked this tool was rubbing it in the palette and added water to it and use it that way. That was way more comfortable than using the brush. Now this Higgins ink, it's cute. It's a really cute purple color, but it dries super fast. It as soon as it hits the paper, it's dried. So it ended up in a lot of streak, but when you layer it, the streakiness almost disappears. It doesn't totally disappear. It almost disappears. And that's all I can basically say. I like the purple color. It's good. But the surprise part was this penguin artistic ink. I have it in black. It's really nice to work with. It layers great and it stays wetter. It stays wet longer, so it kind of eliminates the streakiness that I was experiencing with the purple one. So I've experimented with all these tools and now it's time to get into the illustration. So first off, we have my little witch character, the first full-bodied full-bodied character at all I've ever been able to draw on one page, because I draw big. I'm a big drawer, but now I'm actually getting better at it. And look how cute she is. I switched up her hairstyle because I wasn't really into it anymore. I was like, yeah, I don't like that hairstyle. So I tried it. And I was so glad about the sepia. How do you pronounce that word? Sepia ink, because adding water to it, like diluted it. Wow. Words escape me. Diluted enough so I could get a brown color, but I layered it too much on her face, and I liked how her hands look right now, but I was to layer it up because it wouldn't match the face. And I was really, but this was like a test run at the same time. But you see, as I was talking about the purple, one layer it was streaky, but as you keep adding over and over, the streakiness disappeared, and I like that. It doesn't bode well when you want light color, but ink is a really magical tool. And this is the penguin artistic ink, and you can see how it works real well. Seriously, ink is surprisingly fun to work with, and I had a lot of fun doing this illustration because it dries faster than watercolor. It layers better in a way, but I like to blend, and watercolor makes me blend, and this doesn't really blend that well. But anyhow, guys, I've talked enough about this illustration, and I'll see you at the end. Okay guys, so here we are at the end of the illustration. I'm really happy with just choosing one color for each illustration. I really should add some stars to the skirt. I'll add that after. And here I am comparing it to the first version. I am so much more happier with the scarves. I had no idea what the heck I was thinking with those first scarves. And she looks like she has way more emotions in my latest version. I'm really happy with how this came out, guys. It's like, it looks so good. Okay, next up we have my little headphone girl. Ugh, I was so proud of this illustration. I am still proud of this illustration, guys. Guys, I love this one. And for some reason, I decided to do a full body. I thought my original thought was to do a bust, like the old one, but I found myself drawing a whole body because I wanted to show the emotion that she's lost in the music. And learning from my first illustration, I made sure and layered one layer because ink dries darker than when it's wet. So when it's wet, it's light, and when it gets dark, and when it dries, it gets darker. So learning that from the first illustration, I was able to get a brown color that I was more happy with. I still like the other one, but that was what I was planning on. And I used this yellow. I love this yellow color. It's drying out. I need to buy refill ink. I love this Copic marker color, this yellow. It's super good. It's kind of orangey. I just love it. It's like a perfect autumn color. And I use the ink straight from the Penta Brush Pen that it won't be totally black. I have a more brownish tint to it because brown and orange and like the dark red, that's what I think about it fall. We don't have fall here in Trinidad, but I see enough of it on TV. It looks beautiful. Fall looks beautiful. Trees are dying, but yeah, sure, they'll come back to life. And I doing the dreadlocks like I did in the first one, and I was wondering when I was doing the flip through why I don't do hair the way I used to do it. And doing it here made me realize why I stopped. It destroys your wrist. Guys, my wrists are still hurting me 3 days later. I'm like, wow. Like my nephew, he came to sit down on my lap and keep me company. He just likes to play on the high table, but still, I like to think he likes to keep me company. So I'll leave you guys to the rest of the illustration, and I'll see you at the end, guys. Okay guys, so we've come to the end of this illustration. I'm really happy with how she came out. She really looks like she's moving with the music and she's in her own world. I really love that. And this yellow color with the dark browns and the black. Everything looks so beautiful. And I just love the yellow ring in the back as well as her scarf. I wanted a more yellow to the sweater, but it didn't happen. And comparing it to the first one now, I still like the first one. I prefer the first one, but mostly just the hair. But it really looks so cute. I love it. I love them both, but I'm still happy with the first one more. Okay guys, and third and finally we have my cute little vampire girl. She is the one I remember the most from my first Inktober ever. She's the one that also inspired me to do this redrawing, and I just love it. So I have her yawning, and the only thing that I regret with this pose is that you can't see her shoulder tattoo of a spider web. That's the only thing I regret about this. So I chose another pen. This is my Tomboy blue brush pen, and because I didn't want to use the purple and the yellow, and I didn't want to pull out my Ohuhu marker, so I was like, nah. So I took this pen and it worked really well, especially with vampires since they're supposed to be undead. So instead of going with brown skin, I went with bluish skin to show that, you know, she's undead or dead or whatever you like to think with vampires. Or maybe if you like them to just be shiny in the sunlight. Yeah. Alright, so again I did the hair technique in this one, and this further destroyed my wrist. Guys, my wrists are like, why are you doing me? I thought we were over this. I thought we learned from our mistakes, and I'm still going to do hairstyles like this, but not often. This is going to be a once in a time thing. And this pose was originally supposed to be her standing up yawning, but I couldn't get her whole body in the frame of the picture, so I made her sit down and yawn, and then I had a lot of space on that side, so I added a coffin, and it made it look so cute. Like she's tired and she's stretching, and then she wants to go crawling to her coffin to sleep. I just love this one. This was so cute, especially her translucent skin. I think that came out great. Okay guys, so here's the final illustration. I'm really happy with how it came out. Oh, I just like it so much. Now compared to the first one, on the other hand, I so like her hair in the first one more. If I could just have the hair from the first one and put it on the current one, I would be so happy. I just love the first hair, but I preferred the other illustration better at the same time. Do you guys understand that? But she came out so cute. Ugh, so good. Okay guys, so we've come to the end of the video. Doing this was lots of fun, guys. I had so much fun. It made me experiment more with inks, and I think I have to invest in some ink because they're super fun to work with, guys. How come nobody told me it's so much fun to work with ink? Because it goes down smooth, it layers well, and I had a blast using ink. It was so much fun. And since I was not doing Inktober or Witchtober or whatever this year, I thought it would be super cool to go back to my first Inktober to revisit how I started and how I learned, because I was so much more experimental back then. So it's kind of good to go over old techniques that you kind of drop off without even realizing you do. I got the idea from Kasey Golden. She did a video like this last week, I believe, and I was like, yeah, I should do that too. So thank you, Kasey. And this was so fun. It was so fun revisiting these street girls. And as usual, I would like to thank my patrons: Kyla Finlow, YK, Princess Auntie, me, Harriet Cheshire, Amber Padillo, Jennifer Tabahiko, and introducing my brand new patron, Alicia Salanias. Salinas? So thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye!